Hello and welcome to Gallery Lights 2, that is, where I talk about Christmas lights. Well, this isn't Christmas, this is St. Patrick's Day. And as you can see, I have some trees here. They're in a line that are twinkling. And on the end here, I have one tree and this other tree who are not behaving. They're glitching. So let's get into it. The process of trying to figure out what happened and what to do. Well, for starters, each one of these trees, starting with this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, don't I those last two, they're all in a series where the signal goes in one tree, the little controller here, and out to the second tree. And in and out, and in and out. Now, what I'm told is once you get to a certain amount of pixels, the data is too much and it starts getting lost at the end. So the question is that's why these lights are glitching? Well, I have a way of jumping out the controller. If I take a jumper wire and I jump this out, that's the in and that's the out. That goes to the next tree and the signal should carry on. There we go. That tree is now out. The signal should be here and we should have it continue on. And voila, I think we have something going on here. We've got something a little bit steadier on the end here. So is it possible that this controller is the issue? Or is it that I just have too much data going on? Because that one is still slightly glitching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this tree, this tree, this tree, and these little on the end here from this circuit and have them on their own. That way we don't have too much data. So in order to do that, I'm going to take, out of this one, and it's going to go into this one. So now it's going to go from this circuit to this circuit and on to the next tree. So now let's go wire it up inside. Alright, so what we have is we have 8 spiral trees and their trunks, and we have a chain that just goes from data from one controller to the next. We're going to stop at the 6th tree and we're going to start a whole new PixieLink controller, and it's going to have a new address, 192.168.14. the other one has an address of 162.168.1.2. Now each one of these controllers has up to 6 ports that they can handle. Each port has up to 20 different universes for each one of these ports. So the first controller, the PixieLink controller, went up to channel 192. We're going to open up our any old web address, and we're going to put in the top here PixieLink. Right now it says 1.2, so that's the controller we don't want. So what I'm going to do is unplug that one controller and type it in the PixieLink in the top bar again and see if we get the other one. Let's try reopening this new window again because I got locked up. So now we have the 192.168.14, and that is confirmed that we have it. And we see that our ports go from 201 down to 392. Alright, so we got 201, 2, 203, 204, 205 through 208, 209, 10, 11, and 12. So we're going to open up the light-o-rama, click on that tab, and then down here there's a little light bulb. We're going to click that, and we're going to right click it, and we're going to open up our sequencer up here. So now we go over here to the control panel, and we're going to go to network preferences. In order for that to work, we've got to shut off, disable the Christmas lights. Alright, so now we have universes. We're going to go to 201. So 201 is where we're going to start making it the new universe numbers from there on. And we've got to get all the way up to 12. So we got a couple more yet to go. We change each one of these to the 4. There's a 4. Hitting OK. Here's the next one. We'll click on this. Backspace. Make it a 4. Hit the OK. Hit the backspace, make that a 4, hit the OK. Alright, so now we get that all fixed up. We're going to hit apply, and we're going to get out of here. Now we're going to go back to that, open up my internet, go to PixieLink. So on port 1, 201 is going to be channel number 1, 2. So that's the first tree, is going to be tree number channels 1 and 2, and the second tree is going to be 203 and 204 are going to be 3 and 4, and then 205 is going to be number 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then after that is tree number 9, 10, 11, and tree 12. Now, as you can see, these are letters C, B, and A, because they're in that 16 count. What is that? Let me know what that is. So once it gets to 16, it goes to 10. So now I've got to go out in the yard and set this controller to number 1 for that tree. This is going to be controller number 3. And this is going to be controller number 5, because it starts at 5, goes to 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, instead of all these screws, I've been silicone or hot gluing them up and just using tape. It's a lot easier to take apart and put together. This is our first tree. I'm sorry, yeah, controller number 1. They're all clicked except for the first one. There we go. Looks like we got water in there. So my tape is not working. Alright, so this is tree number 8. It's going to be number 3 on the unit ID. So number 3 is the last 2 switches will be on. That means all these are off. Except for these last 2. Now this controller is a little easier to open. So this tree is going to be numbers 205 to 208, which is going to be units number 5 through 8. So 5 is going to be the last one on, and this third one from the end on. Now we should reset the power so it remembers the new numbers. Alright, let's go back inside. We're going to open up the sequencer. We're going to open up our St. Patrick's Day schedule. We're going to continue. We're going to let it load. Now that it's loaded, we're going to go up here to Tools, Sequence, and we're going to go to Preview Design. We're going to find this prop. This is where I realize it's a little disorganized, so I'm going to put all the trees over here on the side, and so I can make it a little easy to program. And it's a little bit complicated. I try and use my title so I can identify which channel, which universe, what prop it is, which number it is, what it is. Try and keep things a little organized. Label them all so that all the universes are correct and matching up to the props. And after this is all done, we should be able to make this work. Well, we got the one lit orange, but these two are dead. Let's just see for giggles. Maybe I have to unplug them and plug them back in so that they re-recognize their new codes. There we go. Let's see if that makes it come back alive. That was it. Let's re-plug this one in. Unplug it. Plug it back in. That was it. It didn't know its new number. Ha! Look at that. That was easy. Now if I can only figure out why this one's the wrong color. Thank you so much for watching.